Hi, this is Deborah Allen from the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health with an important public health update. Breastfeeding. It's the perfect answer to so many challenges we've faced this year. Worried about family health? Breastfeeding is best for mom's health and babies. Facing financial hardship? It's the least expensive way to feed baby. Troubled by social isolation? Nothing brings mom and baby together like breastfeeding. All it takes is a little support to make breastfeeding possible for almost every mother and baby. Won't you help BreastfeedLA make this public health marvel available to all moms and babies? Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Hannah Hallowell, Clinical Director at BreastfeedLA, and I am so excited to be with you here today. If you haven't done so already, get into the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. Where are you coming from in the world? We're so excited to be with you. And here's how it's all going to go down. We have a lot to cover, so I promise you some amazingness. Throughout this show, I want you in the chat. I want you asking questions. I want you cheering each other on. And I definitely want you bidding. So I expect that the chat's going to be blowing up in the best way possible. This is BreastfeedLA's 7th annual Gala, Feeding the Future, Funding the Field. And today you're going to get to hear from some really amazing BreastfeedLA students and advocates. And you're going to hear about the amazing work that's being done to support breastfeeding families in Los Angeles and beyond. I think you're going to be inspired to want to support this amazing work. Throughout the virtual gala, if you see something that inspires you, we want you to get out your phone. We want you to share it on Instagram stories. We want you to tag us at BreastfeedLA. Our hashtag is BFLA Gala.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to BreastfeedLA's 7th annual Gala, Feeding the Future, Funding the Field. My name is Cindy Young, and I'm BreastfeedLA's Senior Program Manager. I'm so excited to be back again this year as one of the hosts. We have a great show ahead. Hannah and I are so excited to introduce our new co-host this year as well. Meet Miss Akilah Russell, a close friend and partner in BreastfeedLA's mission of achieving infant feeding equity in Los Angeles. She's fantastic and she's really fun.
Aw, thanks, Cindy. Hey, Hannah. So happy to be here with you guys today. Last year's gala was utterly hilarious, so I'm very excited to be here. My name is Akilah Russell. I'm the Regional Breastfeeding Liaison for Northeast Valley Corporation WIC program, past co-instructor for BreastfeedLA with the fabulous Hannah, and I am thrilled to be here today celebrating 27 years of BreastfeedLA. Thank you for joining us in this celebration.
Yes, thank you. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the host team, Akilah. We are excited to have you with us today. Folks at home or in the office, get as comfortable as you want to be. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as Hannah mentioned, don't forget to join us in the chat and tag us on social media.
Yes, make yourself at home. Get comfy. When we consider today's theme, feeding the future, funding the field, we first think literally of feeding our milk to our future, our children. To feed something or someone is to sustain it. And as we look at the field of lactation, we can really take it a step further and discuss the importance of funding the field, the work, the importance of diversifying the workforce, hiring and paying and insurance reimbursement of lactation professionals so that all families can feed their infants in the way that they desire, so that we can truly achieve infant feeding equity in our communities.
Today, we hope to show you how BreastfeedLA's work protects, supports the human milk feeding relationship in our community. And we ask that you join us in helping sustain this work. It's very important. Help us feed the future and fund this field.
What do you say we get this show started? I'd like to welcome our friend and colleague, Mireya Gonzalez, who is BreastfeedLA's Advocacy Chair and Social Media Coordinator. Mireya is a woman of many talents, and today she'll be reading a piece of her original poetry for all of us.
Biali no chime, no toca tekpachochi Mireya Gonzalez, BreastfeedLA Advocacy Chair, ni purepecha, ni nawa, ni kanka ipan tataviam tlal, ni amech tlasokamati ikanochi no yolo. Greetings, y'all. This is Tekpachochit Mireya Gonzalez, BreastfeedLA's Advocacy Chair. I am purepecha and I am nawat, and I'm currently on Tataviam territory, other known as San Fernando Valley. I thank you all with all of my heart for this wonderful opportunity to recite to you a poem today titled Symbiotic Love. I breathe in our warmth and still smell the moment you were born. Our bodies pressing, submitting to the love laws of gravity, subject to our own fragility as we seek one another for equilibrium and sanity, tightening together, binding bodies in a space and time that feels like forever. I become your grounding, earth, spring, and mountain. From now until our dance ends, I'll be your drinking fountain. For quenching thirst or calming tantrum bursts, I'm more than just a feed. I meet emotional, physical, neurological, developmental needs. I watch the curves merging of us becoming one, my body contour embellished in our bond. You taste my love as it pours out and into you, a time of which I'm fond. I hear your suckling and rhythmic swallowing, and all the rest gets paused. Background noise, that's all. And our symbiotic moment imprinting love as you on my chest crawl. Without having to know, and yet while wholeheartedly knowing, our relationship is thriving through attuned reciprocity and simultaneous stimulations ingraining our physiology, sensations continuously simulating life exchanges, the origins of human development and sociology. We become strengthened together and knitted into the larger web of life as one entity, a true continuation of the womb world sanctity. And one day from my body you will depart, be born a second time, and my body return to being just mine. But even then, this relationship will be more than a memory, more than history, because it has set you on an optimal life trajectory. Tasokamati, thank you. That was my poem, and it is dedicated to all the people of the world. It is my prayer that all people of all walks of life, of every corner of the world, will be able to have an experience such as this, an experience that I was honored to have, and that I hope many more will be able to experience. With your investment in funding the field, many can, and we can diversify the field so that many more people of color, indigenous people from around the world can experience this symbiotic love. Tlasokamati, thank you.
Thank you, Mireya. That was so beautiful. What a talent to create your own poetry like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great.
Wherever you're joining us from today, at home, whether it's from work, in your car, we welcome you. If you're in your car, drive safely.
We have been excitedly waiting for this day, right, girls?
Yeah.
At BreastfeedLA, we love to be in community, and we know because you're connected with us, you do too. Please join us in the chat. Let's talk. We're ready to chat with you. When you share this event, please use hashtag BFLA Gala. Sharing is caring, so please share.
This event wouldn't be possible without our amazing sponsors. We'd like to thank our patron-level sponsors, Ergo Baby and Mother's Milk Bank San Jose, our friend sponsors, Northeast Valley Health Corporation, Verse 5 LA, Adventist Health White Memorial Medical Center, HealthNet, MLK Community Hospital, and South LA Health Projects, and our supporter, Dignity Health Glendale Memorial Hospital.
Wow, that was some incredible sponsors.
It is.
Thank you so much. Now, let's hear about some of the amazing work that's being done by some fabulous folks in our communities.
Hi, my name is Lanette Bellow. I'm a board-certified lactation consultant. I'm a mother, a wife, and a Filipino American. I've been a breastfeeding advocate for about 15 years, and as a mother who's nourished both of her children, breastfeeding and supporting other moms with lactation means everything to me. In 2011, I was hired on as a lactation consultant and baby-friendly coordinator at St. Mary Medical Center in Long Beach, and I learned about BreastfeedLA. Since then, with my current role at Memorial Care Miller Children's and Women's Hospital of Long Beach, I've taken multiple classes from BreastfeedLA to help me maintain my license and increase my knowledge base. BreastfeedLA has not only provided me with the opportunity to grow as a provider, but has also expanded my network with other breastfeeding advocates. Earlier in my career, as someone who was pretty much new to the area, not a mom, and needed help with connecting with others, BreastfeedLA was there, and they helped me establish connections and a sense of community. As a person of color who's a board-certified lactation consultant, which I find rare in LA, I've always had a sense of duty to help advocate, collaborate, and connect to my community, whether it be for families that are unrepresented or to connect with other BIPOC providers. In 2019, the Asian Pacific Islander Breastfeeding Task Force and BreastfeedLA reached out looking for Asian breastfeeding mothers for a photo shoot. Since I was still breastfeeding my 15-month-old, I submitted an application and we were chosen to participate. I was so excited for this opportunity, inspired me to join the Asian Pacific Breastfeeding Task Force and become more involved. Most recently, BreastfeedLA approached me to assist with a project that I'm so excited to be a part of, to create a breastfeeding support group for the Filipino community, which we call the Dede Diner. I was blown away and honored that they asked me to help. This project has everything I've ever wanted to do and to participate in, to be a part of the community all wrapped in one. Through the Dede Diner, I was able to help Filipino mothers on their breastfeeding journey and also help aspiring lactation consultants like Kat, who you'll meet in just a moment. I know that the support is needed. I'm so excited to see it grow. Thank you, BreastfeedLA, for helping me make a difference in my community.
Hi, I'm Catherine Conchata. I'm a mother, community organizer, doula, and I work full-time at Long Beach City College. My passion is in serving and empowering women and families of color in my community. As a single mother, I understand the importance and necessity of collective care, and I hope to embody this not only through my current work, but also in the future as an IBCLC. My personal relationship with breastfeeding started off very rough. As soon as I got home from the hospital, I felt completely clueless, overwhelmed and isolated in my struggle to breastfeed my daughter. During my pregnancy, I had learned all I could about the labor process because I was determined to give birth without any interventions. But I didn't think to learn about or prepare for breastfeeding because I assumed it would come naturally. That wasn't the case, and I felt like I had failed my daughter. The lactation consultant I went to for help actually berated me, and I left her office in tears. I went straight home to search YouTube for help because I had no idea breastfeeding support groups existed or that WIC offers lactation support. In the end, I was able to breastfeed my daughter until she was almost 3 years old, which I am very proud of. But it has taken me a long time and education through BreastfeedLA's lactation courses to forgive myself and release the guilt I felt postpartum. That experience had a huge influence on why I became involved with the Dede Diner and why I aspire to become a lactation consultant. Breastfeeding may have its struggles, but no one should have to face them alone. I'm currently co-facilitating the Dede Diner breastfeeding support group along with my wonderful mentor, Lanette, bellow, who you just met. Through this group, I am able to connect with folks in my community to offer breastfeeding support and highlight the Filipino experience, our cultural foods that encourage milk flow, how our tight-knit families can be either an amazing support system or an obstacle in our breast and chest feeding journeys, and how colonization has had a profound impact on our food systems, including breastfeeding. Lanette's mentorship through this experience provides me with not only the hours I need to qualify for the lactation consultant exam, but also the opportunity to learn firsthand from a lactation consultant who works directly with our community. This allows me to learn about my community's needs and how to better support them. After I've passed the lactation consultant exam, I hope to serve my community as an IBCLC in one of our local hospitals. Because of BreastfeedLA, I finally feel like I have a path and purpose. Learning about lactation has not only opened up a new opportunity for a career that I feel passionate about and can take pride in, but their courses have also helped me face the pain and guilt I felt for not having the perfect and beautiful breastfeeding journey I had imagined I would have. I found a community in BreastfeedLA that made me feel seen and heard and affirmed me in my breastfeeding journey. I wouldn't be where I am today without BreastfeedLA.
Wow. The work that Kat and Lanette are doing with the Dede Diner is inspiring. What a great snapshot of what we're doing in the community. Thanks for sharing your story, ladies. Folks tuning in, please remember to visit our silent auction, bid on those amazing items. I know there's a trip to Cancun that I've got my eye on and some cute jewelry that would make a pretty good gift for the holidays. All the proceeds go towards the mission of BreastfeedLA.
I am so excited to introduce our next guest to everyone. She is someone we could all learn from. Maggie Whitman has been involved as a volunteer with BreastfeedLA since 2003 and has been an active board member since 2005. Let's take a moment to hear from Maggie about why it's so important to support BreastfeedLA and what has kept her involved for over 18 years.
Wow, thank you for that warm introduction. Hi everyone, my name is Maggie Whitman. I've been a registered nurse for 25 years and an IBLC for 13 years. In 2003, I searched for an organization supporting lactation, and I found BreastfeedLA, then known as the Breastfeeding Task Force of Greater Los Angeles. I attended a community meeting and immediately became a volunteer. I was so moved by this work. I joined the board in 2005. I served as board secretary for 7 years and have since continued on as an at-large member. It goes without saying that I love this organization. Not only do I give my time to BreastfeedLA, I donate monthly to support this work and participate in annual fundraising campaigns. I give because I am passionate about the work they do. I have witnessed the growth, the change, and powerful impact BreastfeedLA has had on this community and the community at large. I give because BreastfeedLA rallies for and promotes bills and laws to be passed to support a mother's right to breastfeed. I give because BreastfeedLA implements programs and partnerships to help families and educate health professionals. Representation in healthcare matters, and inclusivity in infant feeding matters. I give because I see their commitment to equity through action. Now I'm asking you to join me in taking action. Donate, bid, and share. Donate to BreastfeedLA. Go to the link on your screen and donate what you can. Consider becoming a sustaining donor and give monthly $10, $20 a month. Every dollar makes a difference. Bid in our silent auction. Follow the link on your screen and bid today. The auction will be open until November 30th. Every dollar raised goes to BreastfeedLA, and you get something fabulous too. Win-win. Share about BreastfeedLA and our Gala. Use hashtag BFLA Gala when you share on social media. In your own unique words, share why you support BreastfeedLA. Seeing as you are with us here today, I know you are a strong chest feeding advocate just like me. Together, we can make our voices heard for our families in LA. And when we put our support behind BreastfeedLA, we amplify our advocacy and pave the way to make significant county-wide change. So please, donate, bid, and share. Thank you.
Thank you, Maggie. Your support and dedication is so greatly appreciated. You heard her, folks. Donate, share, bid, help BreastfeedLA make a difference and change the landscape of breast and chest feeding in our communities. Don't forget to use the hashtag BFLAGala.
Speaking of changing the landscape of breast and chest feeding in our community, let's meet some more lovely people who are making a difference and working in the field. It is my pleasure to introduce Wendy DeLeon and one of my former students, Yoha Litzley.
Hello, I am Wendy DeLeon. I am Guatemalan and Puerto Rican, and I'm a board-certified lactation consultant. I am a wife and a mother of 2. I'm a lifelong learner whose passion lies in serving others, identifying barriers and figuring out how to best tackle them when it comes to lactation support is what truly fills me. Breast chest feeding support is of great importance to me because I'm a true believer of its benefits to not just the baby and parents, but to the community and society as a whole. I see all that it offers in respect to nourishment, but also to the secure attachments that it allows babies to have with their parents. Lactation support allows me to not only teach and support the act of breast chest feeding, but also allows me to create community for these families, teach them about their own bodies and that of their babies, the important emotional connections they are forming, and it allows me to love on them a bit. We all need that as vulnerable new parents. I have been involved with BreastfeedLA for over 8 years and have been a monthly donor since 2016. Currently, my connection to the organization lies in the amazing partnership that we have formed between BreastfeedLA, New Familia Health Support Services, and Baby Cafe USA through the Chi-Chi Lounge. We are meeting so many new lactating parents' needs and mentoring a soon-to-be lactation consultant from the BreastfeedLA Clinical Lactation Internship Program. This opportunity has allowed me to mentor a student, Josli, from the BreastfeedLA Lactation Program, who you will meet momentarily. If it weren't for BreastfeedLA, I would not have had the opportunity to mentor a student from start to finish, which has been a career-changing experience for me. And of course, I continue to be eternally grateful for all the guidance and support I've received over the years while my hospital was working to improve breastfeeding outcomes. It is because of opportunities like these that I continue to support BreastfeedLA through monthly giving. I invite you to join me in becoming a monthly donor.
No toka yo walisli, ne inan ontel chachiwi, ne purepecha ne anawakan. My name is Josli, and I am a mother of 2 precious jades who ground me and inspire me every single day. I am a daughter, a granddaughter, a sister, and aunt. I am a Masewal. I am a Purepecha Semanawak indigenous born in Mexico and following our people's natural migration patterns with my family, moving to and growing up in Chumash territory, and currently residing in Tongva territory. I am an activist, a birth worker, supporter, a scientist, and a lactation educator. And in all that I do and that I am, I walk, learn, and grow in community. I breastfed both of my children from birth. I breastfed my firstborn throughout my pregnancy with my second, and then I tandem nursed them when she was earthside. Our journey has been a beautiful 8-year journey with some challenges as well as beautiful moments. As an Indigenous woman, I am not new to knowing that the Western medical system does not support or see me, and it was no different with my breastfeeding journey. Fortunately, I had the support of my family and my community, making my breastfeeding journey a success. As a birth worker helping Indigenous and people of color communities, I wanted to be better able to support them in their breast chest feeding journeys, and thus I decided to become a lactation educator. As I looked into becoming a lactation educator, I was encouraged by a friend to become a lactation consultant as I already had a bachelor's in science and the background needed for this field of work. As I become a tisli, a healer for my community, I am on the path to learn as much as I can in different areas of birth work to provide the best care and support to the communities I serve. I also strive to help close the gap in health disparities for Indigenous, people of color, and non-English speaking communities. I did both my lactation education courses through BreastfeedLA. As our second course came to an end, I reached out looking for an opportunity to obtain my clinical hours. BreastfeedLA was in the process of developing what is now the Lactation Clinical Training Program, and I have been fortunate to have been awarded a scholarship to participate in the program. BreastfeedLA now has 19 students in clinical placements across Los Angeles County. I am completing my clinical lactation hours at New Familia with Wendy DeLeon, whom you've just met. Wendy has been an amazing mentor. I help host the online Baby Cafe, see clients in person for our one-on-one lactation support at the Chi-Chi Lounge, and provide follow-ups with clients. I am studying to take my exam to become a lactation consultant and have future plans and dreams to offer more lactation classes, support groups, and services both in Spanish and in English to the Indigenous and people of color communities. As an Indigenous single mother of 2, the monetary stress of becoming a lactation consultant is huge. I am grateful to BreastfeedLA, especially to Hannah, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Josli. That was so sweet of you. And you know I'm so proud of each and every one of our students. Your students are amazing, Hannah. They sure are. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next speakers to you, Arissa Palmer and Nikisha Robinson.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Arissa Palmer, Executive Director of BreastfeedLA, and I'm honored to be joined by my good friend and BreastfeedLA's President-elect, Nikisha Robinson, today.
Thanks, Arissa. Hi, everyone. We are so excited to have you here with us today in celebrating our work. It's amazing to think about all that we have accomplished in the 27 years since BreastfeedLA was first established. What's even more amazing and exciting is to think of where we are going and what the future holds for us.
You are so right, Nikisha. The future of BreastfeedLA is bright with you at the helm with me. The future vision for BreastfeedLA is to realize infant feeding equity, which means every expectant or new parent has access to information, resources, and support that provide informed decision-making and the ability to feed and maintain feeding their infant in the way that they determine is safest, healthiest, and most fitting for their lives.
We must remember that infant feeding is situated within the same historic and current contexts that belittle reproductive freedom. Infant feeding equity means transforming the context and redistributing resources and power to bring forth a foundation of parenthood that is rooted in justice, respect, self-determination, and ultimately the health of future generations.
As we continue to work towards infant feeding equity in LA County and beyond, we do so through the lens of diversity, equity, and inclusion, analyzing power structures that lead to inequities in perinatal care and infant feeding practices, and working to create diverse, equitable, and inclusive workspaces for staff, volunteers, board leadership, the lactation workforce, and our community partners.
The 3 to 5 year future vision for BreastfeedLA is to strengthen the systems that support breast and chest feeding families in LA County and beyond, so every family is able to receive the support they need. To achieve this vision, we must close the breast and chest feeding initiation equity gap, increase breast and chest feeding duration, build the capacity of local and national partners to support breast and chest feeding families, and ensure our financial and operational sustainability. With you, our community, partners, friends, and allies by our side, we can do this. Thank you for your support in helping us further our mission.
Thanks, Arissa and Nikisha. It's so nice to hear about what the future holds for BreastfeedLA. As someone who's been with the organization for 8 years, it's been incredible to watch all that we have and continue to accomplish. It is such a pleasure to be a part of the BreastfeedLA family. Speaking of the BreastfeedLA family, Hannah, how much do you love your students?
Cindy, you know how much I love my students. They are the absolute best part of my job, and I love them tremendously. It's amazing to see students go through our lactation education courses, be in clinical placements this year, and making such a difference in our field. Honestly, they are the best, and now we're going to get to hear from some of them.
Hi, BreastfeedLA. I am excited to be able to say thank you for believing in me and my dreams, constantly supporting any and everything I want to do. I appreciate that, and I've needed that push, and I've always had Hannah and Arissa to say, okay, keep going, don't quit, keep going. And I really appreciate that. So I just want to take the time out to say thank you and say I appreciate your work.
Greetings to all. My name is Stannis Askew, and I am so honored to have been a recipient of BreastfeedLA scholarship. The scholarship provided financial support, but it also provided a validation that the need for continuing education in this birth work field is necessary. I'm forever grateful for the relationships and the opportunities presented to me because of the scholarship as well. It is with humility and honor that to be considered a part of an organization that has such life-changing events occurring.
so may we all continue to remember to inhale love, exhale gratitude. And with that said, again, just truly grateful. Thank you.
My name is Alejandra Gianetta Trias, and I'm from East Los Angeles. I am a birth worker and a mom of 2 incredible little ones. And thanks to BreastfeedLA, I'm a future IBCLC. I want to thank BreastfeedLA for their incredible lactation education cohorts that have really been an inspiration for me. Have really been a place where I have seen myself as somebody who could be in the lactation field, and has made it possible for me to pursue this for my community. So thank you, BreastfeedLA, and all the folks who've been part of our cohorts. You do incredible work.
Hi, my name is Sandra Maldonado. I am very honored to be the recipient of the scholarship from BreastfeedLA for the Lactation Educator Specialist course. Being part of this course is a great opportunity to help me further my education in breastfeeding and to be able to help my community efficiently. Thank you, BreastfeedLA.
Hello, my name is Amanda Singer and I am a scholarship recipient. I recently became a certified lactation education specialist, and I will use this to continue lactation support and lactation education in my community.
Wow, Hannah, girl, you weren't lying. Those students all seem pretty amazing. It's so nice to hear how much BreastfeedLA means to them. Let's hear about what BreastfeedLA means to a few other folks as well. It is my honor to introduce our next guest, who is spearheading the support group for Black families.
Hello, my name is Brittany Hintson. I'm a first-generation American from Los Angeles. I'm a full-spectrum doula, a CPR and AED instructor, placenta encapsulator. I'm a student herbalist, and Pathway 3 BreastfeedLA student working towards becoming a certified IBCLC. I love learning, I love birth, I love babies, I love to knit, travel, and create art. I completed my training to become a lactation educator through BreastfeedLA. I received a scholarship for my training through a partnership, and I didn't realize how important it was at the time. After I completed my training, I realized how much more support I could provide to my clients as a birth doula, and I began to help my clients achieve not only their birth goals, but also their lactation goals. BreastfeedLA had an event where they invited a speaker to share about relactation and inducing lactation. And that individual spoke about their journey of inducing lactation to nurse their adopted child. And I just knew that I wanted to help as many families learn about that possibility. BreastfeedLA opened my eyes and broadened my scope as a birth worker. Currently, I'm a part of the BreastfeedLA's clinical lactation training program. This has allowed me the opportunity to host a baby cafe for the African American Infant and Maternal Mortality Doula Project, and earn clinical hours towards becoming an IBCLC. It is such an incredible opportunity and has allowed me to educate and prepare my clients for their journey and address any concerns they may have appropriately. The education I received by BreastfeedLA has enabled my clients to feel confident and supported, which ultimately led to increases in the initiation and duration of nursing infants in my community. I love helping my community. I can proudly say that my training and education through BreastfeedLA has allowed me to confidently provide lactation support to all of my clients. I'm grateful for BreastfeedLA's dedication, Hannah's mentorship, and BreastfeedLA's dedicated community members. I look forward to becoming an international board certified lactation consultant and focusing on increasing breast, chest feeding journeys for all individuals, but especially for African American and LGBTQ+ communities.
Thank you so much, Brittany. Today, we've been reminded that there is so much good work being done because of BreastfeedLA through our students and supporters. When we talk about changing the landscape of lactation in Los Angeles, we are talking about these incredible change makers who are making a difference each and every day. Help support their work and consider making a donation for bidding in the silent auction today.
We are so lucky to have so many incredible people who support our work. One of them being our BreastfeedLA ambassador, the lovely Annette Mahendru. Annette is a critically acclaimed actress with credits in stage, television, independent films, and major motion pictures. We loved her as Nina on The Americans, and now, of course, we love her again as Huck on the series The Walking Dead: World Beyond, Sundays on AMC. She is also a wife. She's a breastfeeding mother, an advocate, and we are so lucky to call her a friend.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm Annette Mahendru, and I want to take a moment to thank you for being with us today, for sharing your afternoon, and for your support in BreastfeedLA. I would like to start my conversation with this thought. A pregnant woman is like a beautiful flowering tree, but take care when it comes time for the harvest that you do not shake or bruise the tree, for in doing so, you may harm both the tree and its fruit. By Peter Jackson, an RN. BreastfeedLA supporters like us share a passionate commitment to healthy babies, healthy mothers, and healthy families. My breastfeeding journey has been a beautiful and a joyful one with lots of support. Support that I seeked out, support that was available to me. Support that I wish for everyone to have. Support from my family as I breastfeed in our home and their homes. Support from my directors and castmates when I breastfed and pumped or in set. Support from the drivers who shuttled my breast milk from set to the hotel in the middle of the winter. Support from my lactation consultant, whose phone I blew up about at least a half a dozen of times a day. My journey is about to change as I welcome my second child and begin tandem nursing that I've been looking forward to my whole life. Breastfeeding was just always part of me becoming a mother and my inspiration for becoming a mother, and a reminder of this wonderful gift that we have at our fingertips. It's a God-given gift that is available and accessible and comes with a lot, because it is a lot. So as I am excited on my journey to continue breastfeeding uninterrupted with 2 little children on my bosom, I think of you and I wish you support and love in your journey. I truly want that for every parent and every child and every family in LA County, and so does BreastfeedLA. As you heard today, BreastfeedLA is committed to our community and is changing the landscape of breastfeeding in Los Angeles and beyond. They are monumental in helping families get the support they deserve, because BreastfeedLA is changing lives. It feels incredible to be part of an organization that is making a real change. I hope today has left you feeling inspired and proud to support this amazing organization that is so near and dear to my heart. I know I'm feeling more inspired than ever, and I invite you to join me in supporting BreastfeedLA by making a donation and supporting our silent auction with lots of exciting, fun trinkets that will come handy in any situation, depending what you choose. Visit the link on the screen and join me in giving with all our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Annette. Friends, please share this event, bid in the silent auction, and help us celebrate our work. Please consider donating what you would have paid for your usual gala ticket. We need your support. Every dollar makes a difference. Please donate today or join us as a sustaining donor and feed our work with a monthly donation. The auction will remain open for a couple of weeks, so remember to keep an eye on it and bid, bid, bid.
You know I'm going to be bidding on that trip to Cancun.
Not if I outbid you.
Friends, this brings us to the end of our show, and we hope you've had a great time. I know that we have.
Thank you for spending your afternoon with us.